This is Laurie Moore-Moore with Texas Brave and Strong. Tidbits of Texas history you never learned in school. In the last episode, you heard about a German, John O. Mosebach, who was willing to face the fearsome Comanche deep in their own territory in order to establish a settlement in central Texas for German immigrants. His bravery and ability to establish trust and friendship with key Comanche chiefs resulted in 1847 in the signing of the Mosebach-Comanche Treaty, a peace agreement which established friendly relations between the Pennateca or Honeyeater tribe of Comanche and the German settlers in Fredericksburg and New Braunfels. This 176-year-old treaty is still honored by both parties. In fact, many historians say, despite being in effect in a time of Indian depredations, it has never been broken. Today, we look at what happened in the immediate aftermath of the signing of the treaty. The title of this episode is Fires Unite Germans and Comanche, and for 176 years, Texas hills burn. In 1847, in the hills of central Texas, two traditions merged. First, here's a quick look at the two traditions which came together. The first tradition, fire, was an important tool of the Indians. As an example, soldiers of the time reported that the Comanche used signal fires to communicate. The second tradition, spring bonfires, have been a tradition in parts of Germany for centuries. Today, people gather to light fires at dusk, often on the Saturday evening before Easter. The tradition began as a pagan celebration of the banishing of winter and the arrival of spring, the triumph of light and warmth over dark. Now, with its timing close to Easter, many view it as a commemoration of Christ's suffering on the cross. Here's how the two traditions must have merged 176 years ago. On May 9, 1847, the Mosebach-Comanche Treaty was signed in Fredericksburg. The Comanche, taking advantage of the hills around the town, lit bonfires to signal the completion of the peace agreement. As one story goes, local children were afraid of the fires, so one mother told her children that the fires had been started by the Easter Bunny in order to boil water to dye Easter eggs using flowers for dye. This may be a bit of a stretch, since Easter occurred that year on April 4th, a full month earlier than the May 9th treaty signing. Nonetheless, annual fires became the symbol of peace with the Comanche. Each year since the Comanche signal fires, communicating a message that the treaty had been signed, Fredericksburg's flames light the hills ringing the town and signal the beginning of the Easter Fire Festival and pageant. What does the festival celebrate? Both the German and Comanche fire traditions and a unique peace treaty that declares the trust and friendship between early German settlers and the Comanche warrior lords of the plains. The festival today is more than a rekindling of the fires which light the night. Townspeople dress as pioneer settlers and as Comanche Indians. Some real Comanche attend. There is German beer, food, and a pageant depicting Fredericksburg history. It's a celebration which recognizes the legacy of John O. Mosebach, a brave German who lit the fires of friendship with the Comanche Indians. This has been Laurie Moore-Moore with Texas Brave and Strong, the best little podcast in Texas. Be sure to check out my novel, Gone to Dallas, the Storekeeper, 1856 to 1861. Find it on Amazon. Here's the novel's first line. Sarah's husband had been a disappointment in life, but she had to admit was certainly a handsome corpse. Thanks for listening. Y'all come back.